Home. I've been dreaming of this moment all my life.
Impressive.
The White City.
That way. Yes, exactly. It must be somewhere there.
What must be there? What are you looking for, Ramon?
Our house, Feodor. The house I was born in.
You can remember that. You were only 5 when you left this place.
But I see it in my dreams. There. Back there.
Ramon!
Oh no! Ramon! He's unconscious, but he's still breathing.
We need the healing water.
Fetch it. I'll look after him in the meantime.
Where could it be? That's the Temple of Zerzura, and inside is the healing water. I'm so very close. I could easily get over with the drawbridge, but unfortunately it's on the wrong side. A huge crevasse, dizzyingly deep and insurmountable. An attractive old house. Nice architecture. I've no idea who used to live here. I wonder if the lion's head means anything. Perhaps this is the house that Ramon grew up in. This might actually be my mother's house. It's certainly worth taking a closer look. It somehow feels right. Painted walls in the style one would expect in Egypt. That's the way up to the rooms on the upper floor. It looks as though the ladder up has been lost. Ramon had lots of space to play here. A small statue of a deity for domestic use. The statue is holding something, a necklace with a blood-red stone. That must be another one of those wedding necklaces, like the one from the cave. The stone is blood-red. I know even less about my father than I do about my mother, but this blood-red stone proves that they must have loved each other very much. Good to know. Clearly drawn by Ramon. That's proof that he was obsessed with the lion-headed goddess even as a child. Who knows what this used to be, but now it's just shards. Looks like the foundations of a church. But here, within view of the temple. Strange. A Bible, worn and very old. Could almost be a first edition. Here. Someone has written something on the last pages, in an agitated hand, but definitely Zerzurian. It was a mistake to betray the belief of my father, for a benevolent nod from the Queen turned out to be a slap in the face. How blinded I was all these years. So, finally I will do it, like my forefathers the Crusaders, to the honor of our God, the only true God, The foundations are laid. My church will be much bigger and more impressive than the temple. Down with Sekhmet and her servants. It shall be a church that is open to all. Access on all sides. The exact opposite of the temple, which can only be entered over a bridge that is only rarely let down. The queen will soon regret casting me out. How could she favour Susanna over me? Why has she taken her into the intimate circle in place of me? Because she guards the river's influx. But that is no merit. One of her forefathers built his house around the influx, and now she sits there and plays at being the guardian. I shall show her that there is nothing on which one can rely. Forsooth, I shall show her what it means to be cast out. A Zerzurian spade. You can split stone with that. A date tree. The leaves are completely dried out. I'll take one with me. Sekhmet and even more Sekhmet, so that no one forgets who's the mistress here. I wonder who lived here. This house is different from the rest, but I'm sure my mother didn't live here. I'll have a closer look later. A clay pot. It was probably used to store foodstuffs. A piece of a robe. That would suggest there were Christians living here. The people who lived here don't seem to have liked Egyptian murals. I can see the sky. Whatever used to be in there, the crate is empty now. The mount is broken, and the millstone has fallen out. Susanna lived here with Ramon. According to the note in the Bible, the river influx is somewhere behind a wall. I can hear a noise from somewhere, but I can't locate any exact position. The walls all feel cold. I can't feel any damp areas. The upper stone is loose. fits! Flower. The flower is sticking to the wall there. It must be damp. That was easier than I thought. The stone was already quite crumbly. An underground river, and there's enough room to breathe too. Then let's do it. First, I'll make sure I've got a trouble-free way back. Hopefully the mechanism still works. Broken. Well, at least the drawbridge stays down. I'll take that with me. I don't need to go down again, so I'd better take it with me. A skeleton who used to be a warrior. His leather armor with iron fittings is still in good shape. I bet it describes some kind of ritual. The cogwheel has surely got something to do with the release mechanism, but from where do you put it in motion? The door to the inside of the temple, closed and with no handle. These alcoves, they are somehow connected to the door's opening mechanism. If only I knew how to read the symbols above them. These alcoves. If only I knew how to... Ramon, dear brother, I would much rather ask you than search you, but you have always written everything down. Perhaps that will help us now.
Sekhmet, goddess with lion head. Her name in translation means the powerful one, and one of her epithets is the mistress of trembles. She dictates over war and illness, but also over healing. If the priests succeed in appeasing her in prayer, she is also willing to revoke threats. Embodies the combative aspect of the cat, hence the lion head, as counterpart to Bastet, the cat-headed fertility goddess.
These alcoves, they are somehow connected to the door's opening mechanism. If only I knew how to... Very good. The symbols are also here in Ramon's notes. Here on the right is water, easy to recognize. The symbol over there means Zerzurian blood. Strange. Then here on the left we have the symbol for sand. Down at the bottom is fire. And that must be amber, which stands for a flash? Very interesting. These alcoves must be connected to the large cogwheel and the door via some kind of mechanism. I guess it works with weights. Then the various materials would make the door move. It doesn't work. But then I wasn't born in Zerzura, unlike Ramon. That's a good way to transport sand. I have to do it.
What are you doing? Are you trying to practice bloodletting? I don't think modern methods of healing will help him at all.
I just need a couple of drops of his blood. Trust me.
All right. I'm sure you know what you're doing.
It's just a little cut to the finger. I'll only cut off one of the metal plates. Let's see what happens. Unbelievable! The cog is turning. Puzzling. That was easy. Now something's moving. This might just work. It does! The dry leaf is for kindling, but it's not going to burn for too long. I should be able to light the matchstick using sunlight. Fire! It's burning. I knew it. Chopped off limbs, loose leg bones and heads, from Christians as well as Zerzurians. Nobody was spared here. Warhammers, swords, knives, serious murdering tools. This shield didn't help its owner too well. There definitely has to be a catch. I knew it. This warhammer might just switch off the trap mechanism. It's holding. There's one of the stone Sekhmet statue heads lying there. The plate armor has barely a mark on it, but the traps killed the man regardless. Thanks to the traps, I just can't get to the armor. Now that works like a barbed hook. Wait. Now! Ha! I know that lion's head. Ramon was right from the start. This talisman is a key. Whether it's lucky or unlucky, we're about to find out.